Today we're exploring a day in the life of a trustee, giving you a real insight into what it's like to be on a board, the skills involved and the impact that trustees make. I'm joined by Mike and Rich from Hiltingbury Community Association, who run the Hilt. Let's start with a bit about you. So Mike, can you tell us who you are and what your organisation does?
We serve the community. My name is Michael Hughes, and along with Richard, many years ago, we started this project.
Back in about 1998, and we had a vision. The vision was to create a heart in Hiltingbury. Hiltingbury in those days was kind of a commuter town. It was where everyone was just really travelling to work elsewhere, and there didn't really appear to be a heart. So the recreation ground was a fantastic resource, but it had been sadly let go. There was a lot of issues around it. So the Community Association was formed very much with the support of the Borough Council, and we set ourselves a mission to create a heart in Hiltingbury. And we do that through the provision of, firstly, this building where we can host all kinds of events from, the classes and evenings and private functions through to the big signature events that we do out on the rec.
So what skills do you think you've brought to this, or what have you learned from being a trustee, do you think?
I think one of the things as a volunteer is that you mustn't be put off. I've never taken the role that if I've got to start something, I'll never finish it. I've always been, if it's there, I'm going to do it. And when I met with Richard, we sat on a wall up to the farmhouse and decided we were going to build a community centre and put in an extravaganza. It was achieved.
So if you could give some advice to someone that's thinking about being a trustee, what would you say to them?
Go for it. A trustee is only the fact that it's your community. You're a trustee to do the will of the community, not the will of yourself. I think it's important people understand that a trustee's job is to serve a community. If you're going to serve the community in whatever aspects, go with the heart that you're going to do it. Don't fall on the first hurdle.
I think the other thing that puts people off, as you mentioned, committee meetings. I mean, who wants to go to committee meetings? Who wants to write AGM reports? It's not about that for me. I do a lot of that. What it's about for me, and I think back to the day 2, we got the keys for the building, and I was walking in past the tennis courts, and a line of ladies came out, and they were chatting away, and they'd been in to Pilates or something on day 2, like this place had always been there. They walked past me, they had no idea who I was or who I was to this building, and that kind of anonymity that I could just see how happy they were leaving this brand new facility. And I think that people do get concerned that they get stuck in that trustee is really just a pen and paper and committees, whereas actually you can see what you do in the faces of people. You can see it in what's here. And the key thing, I think, is to make sure that the constitution of the organisation is protective to trustees. You've got the right insurances in place, because I do know that some people are absolutely put off by the potential liabilities. And that's something that really can be dealt with through the constitution and through the insurances, so that you don't have to bear that liability, and you can take the good things. Everything's a mix. You can take the good things.
So thank you very much, Mike and Rich, for sharing your experiences with us today. If you would like to find out more about trustee roles in your area, please visit www.volunteerfirst.co.uk.